let's address the issue of turnover. So from a number of sources like AIA, Consulting Specifying Magazine, ENR, the average turnover rate for the architecture engineering industry is 8 to 12%. Really, it's about that 10% mark. So if you have a 100-person firm, and we're going to walk through some numbers here, so bear with me. So if you have a 100-person firm, 10% turnover, and you're trying to grow at 10% a year, that's going to be 20 people that you need to hire each and every year to, attain that 10% growth rate. So now that we're looking at that, it costs, and again, this is from a number of sources, $4,500 per employee to hire them. So you're looking at 20 times 4,500. That's $90,000 to hire basically what you need to grow every year. Some of the times this is not budgeted for, this $90,000 to $100,000. And if you're a 200-person firm, that's going to be $200,000 a year for that same kind of growth rate, or 180. So we're looking at $90,000, $100,000 a year in a 100-person firm to grow at 10% with a industry standard turnover. Now, let's walk through how we can get around some of this, and it's not going to be a bulletproof case, but let's just take the electrical department. So let's say that they're in your 100-person firm, I'm going to do this for easy numbers, but say 10 people in your electrical department. Say you had a turnover of 10%, which meant one turnover every year, and you needed to hire maybe another one every year if you're going to grow at that 10% rate. So you would need to effectively hire 2 people per year to basically stay with the growth rate of the company. So that's $9,000 a year just in hiring costs. This doesn't include bonuses. This doesn't include their salaries. This just includes like the cost to go and find and recruit that person. So, when you think of hiring, you're going to think of like all the interviews, the resumes you're going to need to read, sorting through all of them, the callbacks, the negotiations, sending the offers. Then when they come in, their first day is basically shot, filling out paperwork. Then you have training and onboarding, figuring out the company's standards. It takes a lot of time to get that person up to speed on what you and your company do, what you expect, standards, the culture, all those pieces. Really takes 6 months to basically onboard somebody. So, and that $4,500 doesn't include any of that. That's just to get the person in the door. And then there's all the other costs of, onboarding and training that person. So let's just, $9,000, 2 people every year is effectively what we're looking for. Now, what if you did not have to hire that additional person, or if somebody did leave, you could take your time in finding their replacement, right? You didn't have to hire immediately in just the next body. You could really do a better cultural fit, somebody that's more than likely going to stay longer with the firm. Maybe you have a little higher salary so that they stay. Whatever that case might be for you, let's say that you're able to do that, right? And how are you going to do that? You have more work, you're growing by 10% a year, you're doing extra 100, 200,000 square feet of construction every single year. How are you going to make this happen, especially in your electrical department? Well, we have just the solution. See, Surfboard's going to allow you and your team to speed through design documents. It's going to do lighting calculations, place your lights, receptacle placement, switch placement throughout your entire model in one shot. So we can do like 40,000 square feet in under 10 minutes. So apply that to all your other projects. We're going to save you a couple hundred hours on just that single project, and then scale that to 1 million square feet a year. We're saving you a couple $100,000 on your projects in that given year. So we can basically allow you to not need to hire that extra person, even with your growth trajectory. And if you do lose somebody, you can spend more time on finding that quality, high, culture fit candidate for you and your organization. That's really what Surfboard is meant to do. It's going to solve your problems of getting through projects, saving you time, and not having to worry about all of this, $90,000 in, total cost, but really $9,000 for your electrical department. So Surfboard is going to be a simple, easy solution that's going to pay for itself very quickly.